But the magistrate, the previous magistrate, had placed Claireon on bail for, not on bail, on probation for 18 months over a drug possession conviction. She said he had an issue. She didn't send him to jail. She gave him a chance to redeem himself. She placed him on probation for 18 months. In that 18 months, I think Claireon has breached that probation twice. It was 18 months probation, and if you breach the probation, that's an automatic 6-month sentence. And I think, I may have the information wrong, but I think he breached it twice because he was allegedly caught by police officers twice in possession of dangerous drugs. And as a result, the court ruled against him. So him and his injuries have to be right there with the very people who attacked him. All of them went to prison. Claireon got a sentence of 8 months for the offenses of possession of dangerous drugs. 6 months for the offense of breach of probation. So he's serving that concurrently, so he's going to serve a complete 8 months. You understand what I'm saying to you? But it didn't have to be that. And we need to talk to our sons who deal in drugs and fool around with drugs and using drugs. Talk to our children. I talk to mine. If they don't listen, then they're going to feel it is what it is. You have to burn to learn. That's the reality of the matter. But you cannot expect that people will be there laying down, covering you, keeping you covered. Because listen, so many people now who get in locked up, this cause other people get locked up. If they have the drugs on them and you in the same vicinity when the police come and grab them, they may end up grabbing you too. Don't let it be in the house or somewhere and they don't lay ownership to it. That's a whole hot mess in itself. Anyhow, it's a sad situation. It's an unfortunate situation. And, yeah. Shantia McKinney, who is Claireon's girlfriend, was one of those persons who was arrested with him when he was found in possession of dangerous drugs. And I just told you about it. Some of the people who get caught with drugs lost their loved ones. So Shanti was also arrested. Mind you, Claireon did the honorable thing and acknowledged that she didn't have any drugs, being his girlfriend, that the drugs was his. And so that's how she got off. And so, but she had a case against her. And the courts eventually discharged the case against her. Can you imagine that? She still had to deal with the case against her, even though the young man said the drugs was in hers, but simply because she was present with him when he was found in possession of these drugs. You got to be careful. Don't let your loved ones, you love them so much that you allow them to cause you to go to jail over possession of dangerous drugs. That ain't making no sense. There was a case, and then the magistrate was calling for numbers. Donald Adley of Deep Creek also. The magistrate was calling for him, and Donald Adley was in there, and the magistrate is concerned, and the magistrate asked the officers, how is it that you all have not placed Donald Adley under arrest? He was very concerned about that because he said Donald Adley has failed to show up for court. And there is a warrant issued for his arrest. You understand? I don't know why. What are the people doing? But listen, you don't duck court. You go to court. Once you have an opportunity, once they call you to court, you go to court.